Hello everyone, I'm Ganna McIntyre and I just got out of seeing the new DC Universe film, Supergirl. Now, I'm a huge comic book nerd. I'm a big fan of James Gunn. I love Superman that came out last year. I'm really rooting for this new DC Universe. I know that this is based off of the Woman of Tomorrow comic that everyone tells me is great. Not a big fan of derivative characters, but everyone seems to really like this version of it. And I really do like Craig Gillespie, who directed this film. I thought I, Tonya and Dumb Money were great, and I thought this was the biggest piece of comic book mediocrity I have ever seen. I didn't think anything about this movie was terrible, but I also didn't really like anything in this movie either. I was just kind of waiting for it to end the whole time. I thought the action sequences were incredibly bland, choppy, and unexciting. I thought the humor fell extremely flat. I thought the villains were almost non-existent, which says a lot because they do some horrific things in the movie, but I never felt it whatsoever. And everything about this movie feels like the poor man's version of something else. The entire aesthetic of the film looks like the poor man's version of the new Mad Max, which I don't even like as much as everyone else does. The entire story arc of the movie feels like the poor man's version of Guardians of the Galaxy, right down to the fact that there are a lot of needle drops. And unlike Guardians of the Galaxy, the needle drops don't add to this. They just feel like noise, and I can't remember any of them, and I just saw the movie. And Kara herself is just the poor man's Star-Lord. I did not like her character whatsoever in this movie, which is too bad because I think Millie Alcock is doing a really good job, and I think if utilized right, she could be really good in this universe and in other movies. I loved her on The House of the Dragons. I actually think she's the superior Rhaenyra Targaryen, but the script isn't doing her a lot of favors. I did not buy the relationship with her and Krypto, which is the entire basis of the film. I did not buy the relationship with her and the annoying little girl, and the annoying little girl has the most obvious girl boss plot armor I've seen in a movie in a long time. And yeah, I didn't buy any of the arc she went through in this movie. In fact, the only two characters in the movie I really did enjoy were Lobo, played by Jason Momoa, who's really not in the movie that much, and David Cornsweet's Superman, who is still great, and he adds a lot to the film every time he's in it. I still really don't like the new Krypton mythology. It's the one thing I didn't like from Superman last year. I think it's a disrespect to the source material, and also I don't think it makes a hell of a lot of sense either. I've really been rooting for this new DCU, but I was thoroughly disappointed in the second season of Peacemaker. I thought it was very choppy, and I didn't think this was very good either. So I'm starting to see some dark clouds. Comment down below, let me know what you thought.